Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
And I'm Johnny Five.
And this week we are geeking out about the Golden Horseshoe Revue.
And social media.
So let's get to it. Why are you Johnny Five tonight?
Because they're trying to teach beluga whales how to speak English. It has nothing to do with the number 5, but I thought it had to be said.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
I win. You know who doesn't win though? Briefly, is Google. By the way, like in our Tech House Cup, minus 50 points to Google.
Again,
because Google's stuff is not working with Google's
so
stuff.
does anybody know what the points are now, or is this going to be like whose line is it anyway, where I just make them up every week?
Yeah, there's a tally somewhere.
So you're gonna keep track of for us.
Well, I'll make a spreadsheet.
A spreadsheet.
But that's not what we're talking
phenomenal.
about. I loves me my spreadsheets.
Good for you. I do not. Yeah, so we have been reading your comments. We love them. We are really glad that you liked our Shorty Award promo last week. If you haven't seen it, you should see it right now because it's only 8 seconds long and it's amazing, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's one of the better things we've ever filmed, not to build ourselves up too much.
We did. Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. So if you liked it, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. Share it. Sharing. That's a great idea. And we need your votes on the Shorty Awards too.
Yes,
because we're 26th place right now.
That's pretty good. I mean,
we were better last year.
We've been better, but I mean, it's still pretty, like, we're strong start.
So
good job.
Yes, a salute to the Golden Horseshoe Revue. Started on Thursday, and I was there for the opening show with our good buddy Tyler, who took pictures for us, and we have them up on our article. And it was a blast to see. I think we both had fun, right? Yeah, he's nodding. And really what it is, it's some moments from the original Golden Horseshoe Revue that they've brought back and created into a montage, a salute, a nod at the original. And I love how they don't try to make it a completely new show. They freely acknowledge this is a nod to the past, and this is recreating history. And you saw the video, you said, and what'd you think?
I did. I watched the video. I wasn't able to go with you. But I watched the video later. I was thoroughly entertained. Like, they put on a really good show back in the past, and they did a really good nod now. And it was kind of like the same feeling I got watching, of all things, the Festival of Fools, where they didn't seek to recreate Hunchback, but they didn't try to make a whole new thing. Like they landed somewhere in the middle successfully. And I thought the nod did that too, and it was good.
Yeah. And it legitimately made me laugh, which is always a good thing because I'm a little bit of a tough sell, and clearly. And but you know, all I'm gonna say is you should really sit in the middle.
Yeah. Because
the best experience to be had for this show is if you sit on the floor in the middle.
Bill from Seattle.
Yes, Bill from Seattle. Congratulations.
See, and that's the thing, you get to be part of YouTube
history. And my buddy James, I'm going to give you a shout out because I heard on Sunday night at the AP event you were blessed, and I heard it was wonderful. And I heard that your face turned new colors that they'd never seen before. Yeah, who knew Fire Engine Red could happen in the human face? And if you go to the AP event, you get a CD, which I left in the office, and you also get a boot and some food, and it's a fun event, and I've been hearing good things about it, and hopefully we'll have a review up really soon. Was anything else? Music was good. Yeah. Entertainment was good.
Dancing was good. They have the live band?
Yeah, the live band. That was a fun perk, because I didn't really consider that beforehand, but then walking in, I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. But
yeah, they moved all the seating so they could accommodate the piano, guitar.
And it's not too full. At least the 2 shows I've been in, it's not like you're packed and you're in each other's space. You have a few extra chairs, and it's been a wonderful thing. Yeah. Am I right? Yeah? Okay. People are liking. So you wanted to talk about social media tonight.
I did. I found 2 articles that kind of threw me a little bit because I don't quite know how to respond to them, and maybe our viewers can help us respond to them a little better.
In fact,
I just realized what's going on back there.
I'm not 5. Is that what we're no?
Going.
We don't know.
We have 2 timers. That's awesome.
We're having a battle
I'm sure there's a reason, and we'll hear it later. But so the first thing that I found is let's lead with the Facebook search.
Oh, really?
Facebook launched because I think the other one I
just go ahead. Facebook.
Lost on the other one. Facebook has launched a Facebook search, and it was interesting. Mark Zuckerberg was talking about how this is not This is not a direct competition with Google. Like, it's not, we're going to help you search the internet
So
better.
this is the point where I'd like to interrupt you and invite you, Mr. Mark Zuckerberg, to sit right there where Blue Bear is and come and talk about what Facebook search is all about, because we'd love to have you on our show.
Mr. Zuckerberg, let me clarify. I would sit where Blue Bear is. You'd get the middle seat.
Oh, that is true.
That's
I'm
how
sorry.
it always goes.
You got it right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
continue.
so it's not a direct competition with Google, but it's I want to find all the pictures that I liked, or I want to find all the pictures of so and so and so and so together, stuff like that.
Well, and you can look through their feed, right? Like you can search feeds.
Yeah.
And it sounds to me like they've basically taken the Twitter search, because you can search tweets.
Yeah.
And they've applied it to Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about this graph thing where it has this graph of where data goes, and it was a little bit crazy to me.
I didn't quite understand it, and also at the same time, a couple days ago I got an email from
that was that lawsuit thing.
There's a lawsuit going on against Facebook already for privacy, and now they're introducing this thing. So
what
I don't
a
know if
shocker!
This is gonna,
Who would have guessed?
I don't know, but also, and this is a note from the tech team back there. Facebook is integrating Bing search in this,
and that's
the
for
Microsoft.
And the way that works
engine.
is if you don't get an answer in your initial search from Facebook, because Facebook is only searching Facebook, and if Facebook doesn't find anything, then they bring in Bing.
Bing.
Exactly.
So Bing is a competition to Google. So what's going on? If someone out there understands this better than I do, please help me out in the comments. The other thing that just blew my mind.
We are so excited about this.
MySpace relaunching. I had to keep checking the date in the article to make sure it was 2013 and not 2006.
Well, isn't it Justin Timberlake?
Justin Timberlake, because he owns stock. Like he owns a lot of.
Yeah, he's got
MySpace.
a controlling stock or something.
So he's honest. He released a single or an album of him in a suit and tie, and you can listen to his single for free if you. And
you can upload music and you can
MySpace.
share music, and they're trying to reinvent themselves as the musical MySpace.
Yeah. So this is where musicians go. Is this gonna work for you?
Are you?
Let's make a MySpace thing. So
are
we
you
can
running
have
back
music.
to MySpace?
I'm back at Friendster, so.
Friendster.
You're back at Friendster.
It's like I have to blog about this on my live journal.
Oh yeah, there's that live thing.
Like, is MySpace just too far from the game to ever get back into it? I don't know.
The thing I have
is,
to wonder though
but
is, does this mean that Google Plus is now going to make it available for you to post music? Like, wouldn't that be funny?
Google Plus. Google Plus and MySpace, I think, are just
I kind of
showing-
like Google Plus, but
like they're both hanging out by the punch, not talking to each other. And Facebook
other
is
ends
just
of the
schmoozing.
room.
Google Hangout.
That you have
Having a
Google
Google
Hangout. Google
Hangout.
Hangout's great, but the Google Plus
And I like the YouTube
and YouTube is great,
and the Google search,
and the Google search.
but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on the MySpace relaunch?
And what do you think
Well,
is the
on
dominant
MySpace.
social media network?
Facebook.
Facebook?
Well,
Not
what do
Twitter?
you think? Tell us.
What about YouTube?
Twitter, YouTube?
The
I
YouTube,
think
the
each has its
Twitter,
own,
or it
but I
could be
think
the
MySpace
Facebook.
doesn't have any. Or YouTwitface is one. You combine YouTube, MySpace, or YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and you get YouTwitface.
And there went all of our viewers that we never had anyway. Yeah, exactly. Should we move on to comments?
We should.
I think we should.
Let's talk back to people who are talking to us.
Yeah, so our first comment was about the show intro, and we actually have a legitimate reason for cutting the show intro. One, it was really long, and we're not that good of musicians. We try, but
We are that good at musicians.
Oh,
but
we are? Okay.
YouTube let us look at our viewership as a chart throughout.
and everybody
the video.
stopped watching
We
during
lost
the music.
2/3 of our viewers during the intro.
And then we cut it out one week, and they kept going.
yeah.
So,
Statistically, we can't have the intro.
we're trying
kicking
to
around a few
figure out
ideas,
some way to get something musical in there, but I don't know. Maybe put it at the end or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we got ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we do have ideas.
We always have ideas.
Someone
We just
snarked.
don't always use them.
Yeah. I love Geeks Corner agrees that Fantasmic with a live orchestra would be Fantasmic, or
Yeah. or flippin' amazing, but
Flip
you
it.
know.
Amazing flip. And I love Geeks Corner likes my hat, so thank you.
Haunted Mansion movie, I think, would be fantastic. I don't know if it's going to happen because Del Toro keeps getting busier and busier, and I haven't really heard anything about Haunted Mansion recently. Am I getting this right from all of my guys? Yeah. Everybody else that's been searching along with me has not heard anything about it. So I have a feeling he's figuring out his schedule and what movies he's going to do and what movies he's not going to do. And Alan Horn has taken over the studios, so that could be a factor also. So it'll be interesting. The good news is, though, the Jungle Cruise movie is moving ahead at full steam. So Tim Allen and
Will Ferrell.
No, Toy Story. Tim Allen and
Woody Harrelson.
Tom Hanks. Thank you.
Tom Hanks.
Do you watch these movies?
Oh, his name was Woody, wasn't it? I thought of a Woody that I knew.
Apparently, I do laugh at anything. I don't know. So, and if they do make the movie, I have no clue about the Hatbox Ghost. Maybe. I mean, it'd be cool, but we'll see. I think we got to get the movie made. And I think if the movie is made and it revolves around the Hatbox Ghost, you have a chance of getting it back in the attraction, because definitely they're not above or below putting movie characters in attractions.
Mm-hmm. And then an idea for limited time magic is the return of Parade of Dreams.
Love it.
And fireworks in the sky.
You guys, Parade of Dreams?
Fantasy
back?
in the sky.
Yes, good.
We should have fireworks in the sky.
Do you remember Fantasy? Do you remember Fantasy in the
think
Sky?
I do.
That's the one that had the really patriotic thing at the end, right?
Yeah.
That's the one from my childhood. I totally remember that one. I love that one.
It plays once a year.
And it's short.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that'd be
Compared
neat. That'd be
to
neat.
more longer ones of recent. So the last one was from our dear friends Tales podcast, and I think it's a legitimate question. In fact, it's been asked to me a lot. Would you
Geeks Corner
explain
liked the hat?
But what's
I got this hat for Christmas from my mom, so I'm gonna wear this hat until I get another hat, which might happen soon. There
someday?
There may be a new hat in the works. We'll see.
How magic.
See.
But the other hat, what was wrong with the other hat?
The problem with the other hat is it was the hat that I wore everywhere, so it started getting faded and worn and things like that. So this can easily be my everywhere hat, and then the other hat can just be my show hat, because it was kind of just it was.
Well, let's see what the guests.
Yeah. So if you like the other hat with all its character,
maybe you could even switch back and forth.
Yeah.
Because I switch fedoras.
It's true. How many fedoras does Mr. Daps have?
I don't know.
Guess this in the comments. Count next week.
Because some of them have not been worn on the show.
Ooh.
So it's kind of a trick question.
Hidden fedoras.
But anyway, it's freezing cold in here.
Yes.
Because there is no heat in DAPs Studios.
We're the elements.
It's true.
Direct
We are
elements.
toughing it out tonight. It's not actually that cold, but I can see our breath occasionally. So,
Everyone in the room tried it. It was great.
anyways, with all of that, we will see you around the corner.
Geek out. We
So
will
show
have
me-
video of
show me
that,
your magic trick.
but,
Yeah, we'll have it
okay,
at some point.
So this is just going to be, he's going to, first of all, what's your favorite number? I know mine's 5, but that would be too easy
Can I say 4?
of a thing. 4, if you want.
I'll just say 4.
4?
'cause
All right, cool. So 4 is the magic number, okay? And then I have this deck of shuffled randomly cards. And
Go
I
ahead.
don't know, I'm going to watch I watch these later when I edit
I sure
them.
hope you.